It's time to make history, so let me call this meeting to order. Reverend Dr. Dumas, you here? Can you please come up for the prayer? Everybody please stand, remove your hats. Yes, that would be fine, sir.
All right, let every head bow and every eye close. Eternal God, again, we thank you afresh for this day, for we indeed know that this is the day that you have made. God, we pray that your hand would be upon Mayor Armstead and all those who've been elected to serve your people. We pray now that you would guide and direct and that you would lead and that this community, this town, this city would be blessed because of you. We thank you in advance for all that you're going to do through the leadership of this council and this mayor. Keep your hand upon us. Guide us according to your will. It's in the strong name of Jesus we pray. We all say together, amen.
Amen. Everybody please remain standing. Let's salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First, please, you have to excuse me. I'm incredibly nervous to see so many people here. So if I make a mistake, just, we'll erase it from the movie. In the event of an emergency, I guess it's time to play fly hostess. In the case of an emergency, the exit doors are on the back. You keep on going down the steps, straight out to the back. Remember, always remain calm when you're exiting the building. Any member of the public wishing to speak during the public comment session, please sign in on the sheets provided at the front of the room. Please turn off all cell phones. Place them on vibrate. If you must make a call or if you're receiving a call, please step outside and make your call, but not here in the council chambers. Good evening, we already heard a phone there. Good evening and welcome everybody to the 215 Linden City Council Reorganization Meeting. First, I would like to welcome all our dignitaries. I would like to start with the Board of Education. I think I'm just going to call everybody because we are confused here. But Superintendent, Mr. Robert Tosi. President of the Board, Mr. Russell. Vice President, Mr. Topolewski. Board members, Archie Strasala. Mrs. Hudak. Am I forgetting anybody from the Board of Ed? Oh, I knew you should have been here. I'm sorry. Ms. Lisa Orman. Nice dress, Lisa. Anybody else from the Board of Ed? Yes, I did. That's the president, Mr. Russell. Also, I want to welcome the county. We have a lot of county dignitaries. We have freeholder Chris Hudak. Freeholders, Linda is not a freeholder, she's a senator. Sergio Granados. Any other freeholders I haven't called? No? If I miss you, hello? Also, the state, we have a couple of dignitaries here from the state. We have Senator Nick Scuteri. Assemblyman Green. Assemblywoman Stender. Senator Lesniak. I think that's for the state. Anybody that I miss? Congressman Donald Payne Jr., is he here? James LaCourte, UC Surrogate. Is the chairman of the freeholders here, Mr. Jallo? Let's give him an applause anyway. There you go. Councilman Ives Oberg from Roselle. Over there. Mike Powers from Mercer. Rose Busiculo from Epicor. And Councilwoman Staten from Roselle. Did I miss anybody? Yes. Ah, Ms. Joppi, County Clerk, how are you today? Your name, sir? Roselle, Councilman Heyman. Hello to Councilman Heyman. Councilman Gavin Smith. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Stand up, say hello. Anybody else? Mr. Hogan, Mayor. Hello, Mayor. Thank you. Anybody else? That's it. Okay, good. That the members of the council who were elected in November 4th, 2014 general election have subscribed to their oath of office prior to January 1st, 2015. But for the benefit of the public in attendance, the officials will repeat the process. The oath of office will be administered to the following elected and re-elected officials. Mayor Derek Armstead will be sworn in. Hey guys, let's remember, he's not an athlete. Okay, first, I guess I'm making history. I feel like George Bush, when he turned around and he says, I want to say hello to the first woman Speaker of the House. Well, I'm here today, and I want to welcome to please come down here and join his family to the first African-American mayor of Linden. Mayor. Yes, I'm calling them up. Let's sit down, please. I would also like to call up, Mr. Armstead, Mayor Armstead will be sworn in by Judge Cassandra Corbett. Welcome, Ms. Corbett. I forgot to say hello. I would like to call some members of his family who are going to be holding the Bible. First and foremost, Danny, his wife. And his children, Erica, Brianna, Ryan, Ashton, and Abigail.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. All right. All right. Mayor, say I, Derek Armstead,
I, Derek Armstead,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of the mayor
of the office of the mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Don't hide. Pop, come on up, Mama Dad, come on up.
Maybe we should move the podium.
Okay. Come over here, Pop. Excuse me. One of you guys.
Okay. Okay, Mayor.
Okay. Are we all
Good
okay?
sign.
Everybody can go sit.
Yes, how are you?
Okay, that's for,
Thank you. Watch your step, watch your step. Watch your step, okay?
Here you go.
Sign, Derek.
Here you go.
I'll take care of it.
Let's give him one more applause. Next one to be sworn in will be me, Council President George Alvarez, holding. I would like to call Senator Scutari to give me the oath. I would like to call my daughter, my son, and my mother.
Stand in the middle. He's going to stand there. Yeah, this way he can put his left hand on the. No, he's going to stand there. Whoever's holding the Bible, stand in the middle. He's going to stand right there and hold it. Who's got the Bible? Where's the Bible? Right here. You can stand right here and hold the Bible. Put your left hand there and raise your right hand. I want to congratulate Council President George Alvarez for also being the first Latino Council President in the city of Linden today. It's my honor to give you the oath. Repeat after me. I, George Alvarez,
I, George Alvarez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and,
perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office
of the office
of Council President,
of Council President
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President. Great job, buddy. We started this a long time ago. Thank you.
Okay. Next one to be sworn in will be Councilman 4th Ward, Monty Brooks. Swearing Councilman Brooks will be former chairman of the Freeholders, Chris Hudak. Holding the Bible will be Bishop Nathaniel Wesley. Will Diane Carter, Nadrian Wesley, Nakodet Wesley, please all of you come forward.
Good evening, everyone. Okay. There you are, sir. I state your name.
I, Monty Brooks,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of 4th Ward Councilman
of the office of 4th Ward Council
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. No, I got one. Oh, one more. Oh, one more. Okay, Councilman, this son right here. Best of luck to you. Thank you.
Next councilman to be sworn in, a gentleman that has already been here for a while, good friend of mine, Mr. Robert Sadowski. Mr. Sadowski will be sworn in by City Clerk Joseph Bodak. Holding the Bible will be his grandson, Nicholas Sadowski. Will Christopher and Matthew Sadowski also please come forward?
When you come on this side.
Look at the camera.
I
Robert Sadowski,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of
perform all the duties of
the office of Councilman of the Sixth Ward
the office of Councilman of the Sixth Ward,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
You gotta sign? Thank you.
That's it.
Yep.
Before I call the next council person to be sworn in, there's a dignitary who had just walked in, and I would like to welcome him. You know, Mayor from next door, Mayor Holly from Roselle. You're welcome, sir. Next person we have been sworn in is a councilwoman, person that I have worked very hard with since all the years that I know her, very dedicated person, Michelle Yamakaitis. Michelle Yamakaitis will be sworn in by City Clerk Joseph Bodek. Holding the Bible will be his son Danny, her husband Luke, and son Thomas. Thomas? Tommy, okay. Please come forward.
I
I, Michelle Yamakaitis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of
perform all the duties of
the office of Councilwoman of the 8th Ward
the office of Councilwoman of the 8th Ward
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Last but not least, a lady that works as hard as you can imagine every time the city has needed something. And today, she's here to be part of this government to push the city forward with us. Gretchen Hickey. Gretchen Hickey is going to be sworn in by Senator Lesniak. Holding the Bible will be Ann Ferguson, her husband Joseph, and sons Joseph and Patrick. Please, all of you come forward.
And before I swear in Gretchen, this is my first time in Linden City Hall since the passing of my political mentor and my good friend John T. Gregorio, who did so much for this town, so I want to mention how much I remember him and respect him. And Gretchen, while you are not the first, like the mayor and the council president, I will be swearing in another female member of city council, and that's a good thing. Oh, Bible, Ann? Okay. I state your name.
I, Gretchen Hickey,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
the office of
10th Ward Councilwoman,
10th Ward Councilwoman,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
God bless you.
Today, we are making history here. So what about a big applause for everybody that just got elected? Normally, I will ask the city clerk to present the certificates of election, but since we have the county clerk, Ms. Joanne Rajapi, I figure let's put it to work. So, Ms. Rajapi, please.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. Part of my job as county clerk is to count the votes on election night and to certify the results. And after I do that, I usually do a certificate to each of the winners. So it's my pleasure tonight to present them in person to the winners. And the first, of course, is to Derek Armstead. And the next certificate of election is to George Alvarez, who was duly elected President of Council for a 4-year term. And next is a certificate to Councilman, 4th Ward Councilman Monty Brooks for a 3-year term. And the next certificate is to 6th Ward Councilman Robert Sadowski for a 3-year term. I know the feeling. Congratulations to you.
Bob, look this way. Thank you.
And next to my good friend, 8th Ward Councilwoman Michelle Yamagaitis. And last but not least, 10th Ward Councilman Gretchen Hickey for a 3-year term. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to call the mayor to give his speech on the state of the city. I'm sorry, I must be new at this. Going to go for roll call?
Mr. Colbus.
Here.
Byer.
Here.
Brown.
Here.
Brooks.
Here.
Cosby Hurling. Here. Sadowski.
Here.
Midachinko.
Here.
Yamakaitis.
Here.
Medina.
Here.
Hickey.
Here.
Mr. Alvarez.
Here.
A quorum exists.
Okay, I guess now I can call the mayor to come give his speech.
We still need it one more time.
Good evening and welcome. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask for a moment of silence for all of the fallen soldiers, and let us remember 2 great leaders that we lost, Mayor John T. Gregorio, who was very instrumental in getting me my start in politics, and Joseph Saliger, Senator Joseph Saliger. Okay. Members of the council, ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply humbled that you, the great people of Linden, have given me the privilege to come before you as Linden's mayor. To have the opportunity to serve in a city that I love and hold dear to my heart is one of the greatest honors that one can bestow upon me. In life, I've learned we must always thank and be grateful to God and to the people who have given us our start in whatever career path we may find ourselves in. Our story starts 25 years ago when I was on jury duty in the courthouse in Elizabeth. I saw an article in what was then the Old Daily Journal that talked about John T. Gregorio's return to elective office in Linden. Having always wanted to serve my city and with no political experience, I saw this as an opportunity to enter politics. You see, the need to serve and help my community and make Linden a better place has always been a passion of mine. At a very young age, my grandparents taught me the importance of leadership and community service. I understood early on that as political leaders, we are charged with the responsibility to listen to people, their concerns, work hard collectively, and pull our efforts to meet their needs and not use politics to further our own interest. So I mustered the courage and approached the Gregorio campaign in an effort to run on the Democratic ticket, only to be told no, that they were in discussion with another individual. I would have to wait my turn. However, unbeknownst to me, there was a person inside lobbying for me. That person was Jimmy Moore. Jimmy Moore successfully convinced all involved to allow me to run on the ticket. His argument was very simple. I know the Armstead family. They are pillars in our community. So thank you, Jimmy Moore. And thanks to Mayor John T. Gregorio, God rest his soul, for giving me my start in politics. Once on the campaign trail, I realized there were others who had made the job of campaigning a lot easier for me. My family, my grandparents, Henry Creed and Jimmy Lee Armstead, who planted the seed of politics in me. As Democratic committee people, I watched them form their own line and support a 7th Ward candidate, a very young Joe Saliga, who later went on to become a senator. My parents, Mom and Dad, please stand. Thank you. Thank you. I love you both. Thank you for always believing in me and always encouraging me to go after anything in life that I wanted. You were always supportive. My brothers and my sisters. I'm sorry, my father's brothers and his sisters. My Aunt Ida, my Aunt Carol, my Aunt Harriet, my Aunt Helen, my Aunt Bertha, God rest her soul, my Aunt Diane, my Aunt Shirley, my Uncle Bobby, God rest his soul, my Uncle Sherman, AKA Uncle Mo, God rest his soul, my Uncle Curtis, who's always been supportive of me. He's called me time and time again from all the way in Georgia to encourage me with this run, and my Uncle Ralph. Thank you all. It was a joy to meet so many people while I was out campaigning, while knocking on doors, and they loved me and you simply because you treated them with decency and respect. My brothers and sisters, Jimmy, Lisa, Mark, and Sonia, who continued in that tradition of just treating people with decency and respect, and knowing that we had a good name to uphold. And that did tremendous things for my campaign and my candidacy. A special thank to my mother's brothers and sisters, my Aunt Elaine, my Aunt Penny, my Uncle Henry, who, although they didn't live in Linden, there were several families who had moved in from Newark who knew them and knew that they were a good family. My wife's family, my mother-in-law, Therese, my Aunt Gertrude, Aunt Vovo, and Uncle Egard. In French, we call them Tati Gertrude, Tati Vovo, and Mono Gegar. Thank you for always being there for me. And thank you especially for caring for my children while we were out on the campaign trail. We couldn't have done it without you. For me, being mayor is the third best job in the world. And I'll be honest, it comes in a distant third behind being a husband and a father. All right. All of you are familiar with the saying, behind every great man is a great woman. Better yet, show me a very successful man, and I will easily point out a woman responsible for his success. And for me, that woman is my wife, Danny. Danny, please stand. I did pretty good for myself, didn't I? Without your hard work, I would not be standing here today. This woman handles my Facebook page. She writes my literature. She campaigns. I can't say on the campaign trail that we miss each other because she's out there with me. I wouldn't be here without you, my dear. Thank you, and I love you. All my children, my firstborn Erica. There's not many people who can remember the happiest day in their life, but I can honestly say that that was the day that my firstborn was born, Erica. I love all my children equally, but there's something special about a firstborn, and I'll never forget that day. Thank you, Erica, for always finding the time to help your poor old dad on election day. She comes all the way from South Jersey no matter what. She'll skip work, she'll do whatever is necessary to come help me out, and I love you for that. Brianna, my 17-year-old, I try to figure out where all the time has gone. It seems like yesterday I was carrying her as an infant to political functions, and here she is, all grown up now, 17 years old. Brianna is our in-house lawyer. I try to tell her that you can't win every argument, but it falls on deaf ears. So if ever you need somebody to represent you, call Brianna. She will not let you down. My two sons, my twin boys, Ryan and Ashton, AKA this one and that one. After winning the mayor's race, I asked them, like, are you guys happy your father's the mayor? And to which they replied, no. I says, why not? That means we have to be good all the time. And last but not least, my baby girl, Abigail. I say, Abigail, tough as nails. You know, when Abby was a baby, Abby's only 13 months behind the boys. Okay, so she had it pretty rough in the beginning. They used to push her around, but as you can see, she's bigger than they are now. And I have to keep her from pushing them around now. So, Abby, I love you, honey. One day you'll be a mayor, I'm sure. I'd like to thank former Mayor Gabunka, who's been very gracious throughout the transition, former 10th Ward Councilman Adam Kaczynski, and former Council President Jimmy Moore. I couldn't thank him enough. Jimmy Moore and I have a very unique story, and I just can't help but tell this story. Again, Jimmy Moore was the one who secured me on that ticket. That was over 25 years ago. So the whole Gregorio slate ran, and they all won. I lost. So 3 years later, I run again. I win. Jimmy Moore loses. So fast forward 17 years, I decided to run for mayor, but I needed a running mate. So I kind of like pulled Jimmy Moore out of retirement. And Jimmy Moore ran with me for mayor 4 years ago. And although I lost the mayor's race, Jimmy Moore won the council presidency. So we finally, after 17 years, had a chance to, no, 21 years, had a chance to serve on council together. And I tell you, Jimmy, I'll say it 1,000 times, I love you like my brother. We have Jimmy, my brother Jimmy, we got two brothers named Jimmy now. I would be remiss if I didn't mention this next individual. His name is Richard Pichelle. Richard Pichelle ran with me as a council president in the primary, and we basically ran on fumes. We had no money. Richard Pichelle would get up every day and deliver literature, hand deliver literature, him and Peter Buckley, and without them, this would have never happened. So I thank you, Rich Pichelle. I thank you, Peter Buckley. Rich, you know we have a spot in our administration for you. We just have to figure out where. But don't worry, we want you to be on board, and we know you will be there. I could probably thank a lot of people. I mean, there's so many of you who came out and supported me. I can't name all your names. I have my church family. You know, one woman in church said to me one day, "It's so nice to have a mayor in our church." To which I replied, "You know, it's so nice to have a mayor who wants to be in church." You know. I would like to congratulate those council members who were successful in their bids to be reelected. Robert Sadowski in the 6th Ward, Michelle Yamakaitis in the 8th Ward, our newest members, Councilman Monty Brooks in the 4th Ward, Gretchen Hickey, the 10th Ward Councilwoman, and George Alvarez, our new council president. The people of Linden, by their vote, have spoken. It is now our duty to work together as a team for this great city. Linden is blessed to have residents that represent us at both the state and the county level. State Senator Nicholas Scutari, please stand. and freeholder Chris Hudak please stand? I am looking forward to working with them. I cannot express to you all the importance of having a senator in Trenton, and having him in that capacity will not only help the city with important legislation, but our state as well. Since 2008, our city has withstood and continues to withstand one of the most difficult economic times in history. Now, if I were to knock on 10 random doors in Linden and ask the residents, what is the most important issue that you would like to see the mayor and council address, I think the majority of responses would be property taxes. Each year in Linden, we pay over $167 million in taxes. That's right, 167. But only 1/3 of that's $1 in $3 paid goes to support municipal government. Our police, our firefighters, our public works, senior citizen services, and our playgrounds. The recession of 2008 hit us extremely hard. Linden has lost $128 million in ratables. This translates to a loss of over $7 million per year in annual taxes. That's a staggering amount of money. We entered 2015 with a budget deficit of approximately $3 million. And while I wish this wasn't the case, I promised you that I'd be honest and I'd always be straight with you. We are faced with some very hard choices. And while I can't speak for council, I know that every one of them is committed, and they're as committed as I am to examining how we spend every dollar. I promise to work with each and one of them in finding solutions for our budget shortfall. One of the priorities is to expand the Special Improvement District to include Aviation Plaza and all our retail stores and businesses along the Route 1 corridor. Our police department spends far too much time responding to and investigating crimes in that area, which is more often not committed by people who live in Linden. While we welcome shoppers from all over the region to come to Linden, we need to address this issue in a fair way. I would propose that CID revenue, the new CID revenue, that the city would hire new police officers that can be assigned specifically to this area. This will create a safer shopping environment and provide much needed budget relief. It helps to create a safer and more affordable Linden. In order for our government to run smoothly, you need a good municipal workforce. I am committed to providing our police, our fire, our public works, and all departments with the tools necessary to serve our residents as best and efficiently as possible. And while this year's budget will be a challenge, the city is turning the corner. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Commercial development is on the rise. New housing is being built. Projects like the redevelopment of the old GAF ISP property, where Goodwin Bircher will be developing 5 warehouses on 143 acres. DuPont will be developing 106 acres, and it will be a multi-use property with access to the Arthur Kill waterway. The redevelopment of the old GM property, known as the Legacy Commerce Center, is a 60-acre industrial site with 3 warehouses being built in Linden, built on Linden Avenue and Pleasant Street. Also planned is a retail outlets along the frontage of Route 1 and Pleasant Street. The project's owners are already in negotiations with major tenants. Our new transit village status has sparked interest in that area. Absolute Construction has built and sold 48 units with another 48 currently under construction. Developers Meridia Capadaglia is completing construction on Wood Avenue of 176 units, a 176-unit apartment building, and is currently in negotiations to purchase an adjacent property to construct 176 additional units, with possible retail and high-end restaurants and lounges. No longer will Linden be just a place to park when commuting to New York or one of many stops on the Northeast corridor. It will be a place where commuters want to live. They will shop in our stores, eat in our restaurants, and spur new businesses. And once they get to love Linden, like we do, they may want to settle down and live here and raise their families. With all that exciting development, there are still many residents who are struggling, those who need jobs, and those who need better jobs. Over the next few years, hundreds of thousands of square feet of warehousing and retail will be available and will create employment opportunities in Linden. We need to connect those businesses and those jobs to bring our residents we need to connect those businesses and the jobs they will bring to our residents who need them. That is why today I'm announcing the creation of a Hire Linden First. We will go to the businesses. We will ask them to be good corporate citizens and work with us to give our residents a chance. We will ask the county and Union County College to assist us in creating a one-stop shop to provide job training so we can offer those businesses a qualified pool of applicants to pick from. We will establish a website that will be a clearinghouse for available jobs in Linden. I can assure Linden businesses that if they participate in Hire Linden First, they will be privy to a little secret, that the people of Linden are some of the hardest working, honest, and committed people they will ever meet. Another priority as mayor will be to advocate for the extension of Exit 12 on the Turnpike into Trimley Point in Linden. Hundreds of millions of dollars have been spent cleaning up polluted land. Now owners are committed to building hundreds of thousands of square feet of warehousing, creating new jobs and new ratables. But the project is also a quality of life issue. For too long, neighboring residents have had to breathe the dirty air and live with the noise from hundreds of trucks that drive on our local roads. Extending Exit 12 to Trimley Point should be a no-brainer. Senator Scuteri has made getting this project funded and built a priority of his, and for that we say thank you. Today I join you, Senator, in making the Trimley Point extension a priority of mine. Together I know we can get it done. Sometimes my kids tease me and they say I talk too much. And that's a topic of debate. But to be a good mayor, you have to be a good listener. With that being said, my intentions are to start either a Saturday or evening office hour with the mayor. Because so many people work and have children, they're not able to get to City Hall during the week. I will have an open door policy so that your concerns and issues can be addressed. In closing, I'd just like to say thank you for such a magical night. I promise you that I will lead by example, work hard, always level with you, listen to your issues and concerns, do my best, and always put the interests of our great city first. God bless you, and God bless this great city of Linden.
Derek. Okay. Great job, Mayor. Thank you for the speech. The wonderful energy tonight is no small part due to the many friends and family of the newly sworn-in council members and mayor. As a moment of personal privilege, allow me to welcome my family and friends that came all the way from New York City, Washington, D.C., and all the way from Annapolis, Maryland. Thank you to the residents of Linden. Many are here this evening. Many are watching at home. You are the reason that we're sitting here today, and it is an honor to serve you. Thank you to the outgoing council members and mayor for your service. And welcome Mayor Armstead, Councilman Brooks, Councilwoman Hickey, Congratulations, Councilwoman Yamakaitis and Councilman Sadowski, on your re-election. I look forward to working with you and all of the City Council people already sitting on the dais. Today we begin a new era. We must work together to bring our great city to new heights of safety, cleanliness, and prosperity. A lot has been said of things that could have been done or should have been done in the past. That was campaign season. Today is about Linden's future. This new council has tremendous energy, ideas, and willingness to work together. The role of council president has been much debated over the past few years. Heck, it has even been subject to a lawsuit. I believe any job is what you make of it. And in my view, my job is to set a tone that the council can put forth an agenda that will lift up our city for decades. We need to talk about our Wood Avenue business district. In my younger days, I used to drive on Wood Avenue because it was a downtown that was full of life. I still remember the signs that said, "No cruising allowed." I'm not as young as I seem. Under the leadership of Chairman Brian Tomko, a local business owner, the Special Improvement District has been working hard to improve conditions on Wood Avenue. They need more help, better coordination with City Hall, and more resources. The new mayor's proposal to expand our Special Improvement District to encompass the Route 1 and 9 is an idea that has merit. Roadway is doing the same. It means more resources to support local small businesses. Mayor, let's get that done on 2015. New Jersey has an infrastructure crisis. Sandy and Irene were devastating to Linden, but so has decades of neglect of our infrastructure. Some of this is beyond our control, but our city's maintenance should not be. And appreciate the efforts of Senators Kutari and Lesniak, Assemblyman Green, and Assemblywoman Stender, and our county officials, including Freeholder Hudak and all the other freeholders here attending, who are pushing the governor to find a better solution to fund transportation projects vital to Linden's future as a hub for commerce. But as a civil engineer, I know the city can do more. We need a fresh approach and a multi-year plan to better utilize outside funding, loans, and grants, to better leverage them against our capital expenditures. That is why I propose the council consider a top-to-bottom audit of our infrastructure needs and engineering priorities. Let's get that done on 2015. This brings me to the most important hire the city is going to make this decade, the business administrator. I applaud the members of the governing past and present who made the important decision to delegate much of the council's executive authority to a business administrator. But this process has lingered for far too long. I know I speak for the other members of the council when I say the time is now and we need this important filled. Last year, the council started the hiring process by selecting a firm to screen qualified applicants. Mayor, let's get this position filled with a very qualified candidate. Let's do that on the first quarter of 2015. We need to address the garbage tax because I know it's a sore on everybody's back, especially mine. Let me say, I respect the members of the governing body who did what they felt they had to do to keep the city running. This fee speaks to the urgency of the moment and the tough decision that had to be made. But as we learned this year, when Linden lost over $1 million in revenue for red light cameras, dependence on a fee which circumvents the property tax cap is not sustainable for budget planning purposes, but also not sustainable for taxpayers struggling to keep up with the cost of home ownership. The reality of Linden's finance are that the fee is not going away in 2015. It is going to take more than 1 year and one budget to eliminate it. For years, we've been told that this is the year the budget is fixed, only to be told that a new hole has formed. I challenge this council to look beyond the current year and adopt a new budgeting strategy that has a multi-year focus. I propose the council also consider forming an ad hoc committee to review the garbage fee with the hope of one day phasing the fee out completely. Lastly, Lastly, to the residents of Linden, we're going to work hard. But I remind you that your council and mayor need you. I'm not a politician, or at least I wasn't until very recently. Like many members of this governing body, I got my start in this city as a volunteer. Everybody here knows me as Coach George. Wherever you go, you will hear that name. Like many members of this governing body, I said that already. As a parent, as a taxpayer who wanted a voice, Linden residents, we need your help. Come forward and get involved to make Linden better. Join a board, volunteer for your community, volunteer for your neighborhood, your friends, and your family. We are all on this together, and we have to be able to make it work. I have never been selfish in my life, but today I have a vision in which I will be a little bit selfish. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I don't want to hear what exit. I guess some of you have heard that. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I don't want to hear, where's that near? When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I don't want to hear, is that a city? No. I want our image to change. I have a vision. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I want them to say, yes, Linden, I heard about it. I heard it's a beautiful city. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them I'm from Linden, New Jersey, I want them to say, yes, Linden. I go there on the weekends. It has a beautiful downtown. People are friendly, it's clean, and they always feel safe. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I want them to say, yes, Linden. I have been trying to buy a house there, but nobody's selling. That's not even the best part yet. When people ask me where I'm from and I tell them Linden, New Jersey, I want them to say, yes, Linden. That is the city with the best looking council president. Now you can applaud, come on. So I'm reaching out to you, all of you. Let's put our petty differences aside. Come, join us. Let us lead you into a new era of prosperity in which we can all work together for our future. Come, join us, and let us lead you into a new era where we can work hard and leave something behind for our kids. After all, our kids, they are our future. God bless you all. God bless this great city of ours. And God bless the United States of America, best country in the world. Thank you. Is here?
Yeah, and so is she.
Well, if not long ago I put Mayor Holly on the spot, I have the new chairperson, chair freeholder, who just arrived, but it's all right, he made it for my speech. So let's say hello to freeholder Muhammad Jallo, he's here. Counts or courts? Also, we have a lady, that has been here, and I believe I forgot to mention her name. She's the NAACP president, Mrs. Counts. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here. Okay. Okay. Okay, from the signing sheet, first thing we're going to do is there's a few presentations that are going to be made. And then we will call people up who want to speak. I would like to call Mr. Ralph Strano of the Linden Historical Society. He would like to make a presentation.
Thank you, Council President. And as some of you may know, I'm Ralph Strano. I live at 2703 Griselli Avenue, for the record. Good evening, Mayor, Council,
Okay.
and distinguished guests. Congratulations and best wishes to newly elected and re-elected council people. Honorable Mayor Armstead,
Okay.
on behalf of the Linden Historical Society, and as a resident and longtime friend, I wish to honor you on this momentous occasion for the city of Linden. It's a privilege for me to make this presentation to you. The Linden Historical Society acknowledges the important milestone of the Honorable Mayor Derek Armstead being elected as Linden's first black mayor. The history of the Armstead family in Linden goes back nearly 100 years, and as we heard before, their involvement in Linden's democratic organization reaches back well before Mayor Armstead. Mayor Armstead's paternal grandparents served as Democratic Committee people for several years in Linden's 7th Ward, 2nd District, and as I can attest, a very, very influential and important district in the city in the 7th Ward. In addition to raising their 12 children of their own, Jimmy Lee and Henry Creed Armstead care for many of the underprivileged and needy children in our community. That sense of community and caring for others was instilled in Mayor Armstead at a very young age, and he has kept that sense of caring and helping others less fortunate synonymous with the Armstead name. The call to civic duty came when Derek Armstead ran for the 4th Ward Council seat in 1990, and as history tells us, the second time was the charm, and he was elected to that seat in 1993 and continually re-elected for 6 more terms. In that time, he has served on every standing councilmanic committee, garnering him a vast knowledge and insight of the government operations here in Linden. In that time, he has always advocated fairness and equal opportunity. Mayor Armstead's inherited belief is that the youth of Linden is our greatest asset and the key investment for the future of this city. I can clearly remember his battle and victory with our administration in securing funds to help bring back the Pop Warner football team program to the city of Linden. He went on to serve on their board of trustees for many years after that, and the Armstead family is firmly committed to the importance of education. Mayor Armstead, together with his wife Danny, an award-winning educator in the Linden school system, and his sister Lisa Ormond, a member of the Linden Board of Education, formed the Armstead Scholarship Fund. To date, over $20,000 has been awarded to the Linden High School seniors. Mayor Armstead and his wife are the founders of the Citizens for a Better Linden and Project Helping Hands, providing food, clothing, and holiday gifts for community members of Linden that are in need or have fallen on hard times. There's much more to say about Mayor Armstead's accomplishments, and the Linden Historical Society wishes him all the success in his first term as mayor of this great city. The plaque on, I have to pull this out because I don't think I read it. The plaque on this commemorative piece reads, Linden Historical Society honors Derek Armstead, Linden's first African American mayor. Mayor, on behalf of the Linden Historical Society and myself, good luck and best wishes in the future.
For another presentation, I would like to call freeholder Chris Hudak next, please.
Council President, if you don't mind, if I could just take a moment of privilege, Chairman, and allow Chairman Green to say a few words. Chairman?
Please.
Good evening, Linden. First of all, I want to give honor to God for being able to be here this evening with you. Derek, or can I say Derek, or am I supposed to say Mayor? The reason why I say that, because if I got to call you Mayor, I'm going to give you 5 titles that I hold that you can call me. But the reality is that I'm here tonight as chairman of the Democratic Party here in Union County to tell everyone in Linden how proud we are of Linden and how proud we are of you. You know, sitting here and listening to your family history, I think about Smitty, I think about your grandfather, I think about, I started here in the Linden-Roselle area. I just so happened to move the playing field and got lucky to be able to navigate through the process up here. But my whole heart and soul is here in Linden and Roselle. I made a decent living on St. George Avenue, so I'm not going to kid about that. But the reality is that we have so much to offer. It makes me feel proud that we have a black president. It makes me feel proud that Booker, on election night, called me up to tell me the kind of numbers that Union County turned out for him. I'm proud to say tonight, rather than being in Washington, to see Bonnie Watson sworn in as the first black congresswoman. And knowing the County of Union took over the hurdle. So we got a lot to be blessed for. But I'm going to be really serious. This year, we're going to take on a lot of challenges. One, the governor has yet to come up with a policy to deal with housing. We have people that should be in homes. When the court make that decision, I'm prepared to sit down with him. Because, end of the day, homeless is not acceptable. Another tough issue, what's happening in Missouri, what's happening in Staten Island. By you supporting me, I'm in a position of leadership in Trenton, Speaker Pro Temp, Head of Housing. I want everyone in this room tonight to know I need your support, because I'm prepared to take on the battle. We all need to be treated equally. The old-timers, like me, recognize what we all have gone through. And Derek, with all these children you have, we have to make sure that they get a fair shot, they're getting a good education, they go to court, they're going to be treated right. God forbid they get stopped at a red light, they're going to get treated right. So I say to you, Linden, tonight, you put me in a position. I'm not going to talk it. I'm going to make it happen. So again, all the love, Derek, that I've felt in this room for you, I'm so proud of you, because I'm looking forward to you to work with me side by side. I'm not the oldest, but I'm the longest serving assembly member in the New Jersey City Assembly now. So I think my voice do get heard. As Speaker Pro Temp, it's 3 of us decide what bills get posted. If it doesn't go through the Assembly, it doesn't go through the Senate, and the governor does not see the bill. So unless it's a bill that makes Linden look good, makes Linden feel good, the governor will never see it. That's the way it's going to be, and that's the way we're going to operate. So again, I welcome you to the family. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to politics, we're on the same page. And it'll come down to how we feel, because everybody in this room, as I look around, you played a part in my life. Because at the end of the day, it's the community that have made us the kind of men we are. Again, I'm proud of you, and I love you, and look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Council President. And just want to say, you know, Assemblyman Green, you're such a friend, and to all the members of the council and all the people of Linden, and I really think we have the best legislative delegation in the state of New Jersey. They command authority, and they watch out for Linden every day. They deserve a big round of applause. On behalf of the Linden City Democratic Committee and the Linden City Democratic Club, I have a presentation to make to all of our newly elected officials. 2014 was a long year, and we had a big primary, and I will say it was a tough primary. But I will also say that every Democrat who won in June won in November. And I am very proud, for the first time as the chairman of the city party in Linden, that we have 6 folks being sworn in today. And as chairman, I have 6 gifts to present to Democratic council people and a Democratic mayor. And I'm very proud about that. And so I want to first bring down our newly elected and sworn in Democratic mayor. Come on down, Derek. Now, I got to tell you, last year, hey, John, can you bring that over to me? I got to tell you, when I became, I was sworn in as chairman of the Freeholder Board. John, can I have that back, please? Thank you. When I became, I'm going to open this, so I don't want to spoil that for you. When I became chairman of the Freeholder Board, a good friend of mine gave me the best gift I got as a freeholder. And it was when I knew I arrived as an elected official. Because you go to a lot of events, and you know, you're out all the time, and it's just kind of cool to walk around with a nice jacket, and everyone knows who you are. So, Mayor, we have for you a fleece jacket, so everyone knows that this is Mayor Derek Armstead. But don't worry, we have, but don't worry, we have those for the council too. But I just wanted to show it off because I'm kind of proud of it, I'm not going to lie. You know, I had the opportunity for the first time last year. Oh. Congratulations, Mayor. For the first time on a night in January, it's pretty cold, I had the opportunity to sit down with our new 4th Ward councilman for the first time, and I've got to tell you, he's a gentleman. He's not the loudest guy in the room, but when he speaks, he commands respect. He does such a wonderful job working with kids in our community, and he is going to do such an excellent job representing the 4th Ward. Councilman Brooks, would you come down? I have a presentation for you. Last June, I want to say actually it was about it's about August of 2013, I had sat down with Councilman Sadowski and I said, Bob, are you going to run again? And Bob broke my heart, and Bob told me that he was not going to run again. And over the next few months, every time I had the chance, I begged and pleaded with Bob, and I know many people on the governing body begged and pleaded with Bob to run again. He is a wonderful civil servant. He works so hard for the residents of the 6th Ward, and every time I called Bob Sadowski in the afternoon, Bob said, I will call you back, I'm walking into the engineering department, or I'm walking into the clerk's office, or I'm walking into the tax assessor's office. Bob, very proud that you won again, and come on up, congratulations, we have a little gift for you. I'm very happy that our 8th Ward Councilwoman was also reelected. No one fights harder for the people of the 8th Ward. And I grew up in her neighborhood, and you know what, you're kind of separated from every other part of the city of Linden. You're boxed in by the Turnpike and Route 1 and an oil refinery. And you know what, you need a little bit of a chip on your shoulder to make sure, and I mean that in the best possible way, to always defend her resident. And Michelle, anytime, if you're talking about garbage, you're talking about parks, you're talking about cleaning up the highway, you're talking about anything, Michelle always remembers the residents of the 8th Ward. She's an excellent councilwoman. We're so happy that she's come back, and she's going to be sitting in for another 3 years. And I didn't just guess on sizes, I mostly consulted spouses, so, you know, hopefully we got that right. Finally, I get to do double duty, because not only will I be representing the committee, the city club, but I'm also representing the 10th Ward Club, because we have a gift for her as well from the 10th Ward Club. But I'm so proud to once again have a Democratic councilwoman representing my ward and my neighborhood. She did such an excellent job campaigning. She's going to do wonderful things for the 10th Ward. We're so proud of her. Gretchen Hickey, come on up. Congratulations, Councilwoman. That's from the city. That is from the 10th Ward Club. And last but not least, and I don't want this, you know, I know there's other people who are going to speak behind me, but Coach, come on down. Coach George Alvarez is going to do a wonderful job. George is going to do such a wonderful job as a councilman, as a council president, and I know he's going to make everyone so proud. And congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Council President. Council, Mayor, the county, I'm here sitting with our newly elected Chairman, Mohammed Jallo, who he technically is from Union, but we claim him for Linden as well, because he grew up in Roselle and in Linden. We're very proud to work with you. Any asset that we have that can improve residents' lives here in Linden is at your disposal. So best of luck for a successful year. We know it's going to be a successful year, and we're proud to be here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Hudak. Next presentation, we have Janet Miller from the Chamber of Commerce.
I don't have a presentation, but I did want to congratulate everyone tonight, and I did want to say, as President of Linden Chamber of Commerce, please reach out to us as well. I've been trying to work with the CID. I want to work with all you guys. We have a lot of good business members here. We'd like to get more, bring more businesses in as everybody else would. So keep us in mind, call me anytime, and congratulations, everybody.
Thank you. For comments, first we're going to start with Eric Armstead. Yes, you have to put your phone down.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Erica Armstead, obviously, and I'm the oldest of Derek's children. We have our own presentation that we wanted to say today, just to symbolize the importance of this election for our father. We'll be reading a poem, Still I Rise, by Maya Angelou, and it's going to be followed by a speech. Thank you, Brianna. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Oh, am I reading up that? Okay. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tride me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like the moons and the suns with the certainties of tides, just like hope springing high. Still,
I rise.
did you want to see me broken, bowed, where am I? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Do you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines dinging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air,
I rise.
out of the huts of history's shame,
I rise.
up on the past that's rooted in pain.
I rise.
I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear,
I rise.
into the daybreak that's wondrously clear,
I rise.
bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave.
I rise, I rise, I rise.
Hi, I'm Brianna Armstead, and I'm Mayor Derek Armstead's second oldest daughter. So the purpose of this poem was to highlight on the many struggles our father underwent to reach his position as mayor. He faced many trials and tribulations, but in each hardship, he pushed forward in order to achieve his goals. He led by example and taught us that success is not easily obtained. It comes with error and grievance, but if you work hard and never let life get the best of you, you will rise to the occasion, and Mayor Derek Armstead has risen. Thank you for teaching us how to be a leader and for showing us that life isn't just handed to you. Dedication and perseverance is required to excel. You have made us into better people, and we are proud to have you as a father. We wish you the best as the newly elected mayor. Thank you and good night.
We love you, Daddy!
Can you see them? They're kind of tiny.
Okay, Mrs. Armstead, stop with the tears. I know. Second, I would like to call Mr. Roman, John Roman, please. No, just to talk. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done with the presentations.
For public comment.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, congratulations, member of council, re-elected, newly elected members of council. My name is John Roman. I'm born and raised in the city of Linden. You all know me. I'm here every chance I can to stand at this podium and give these guys a piece of my mind. Regardless if I know you well or not, I've always stood here and told you what I thought was best by my father as a taxpayer, or anyone else, or my neighbor, or any of you guys, whatever was best for the taxpayer. You guys have a very important year in front of you. The budget is not stable, and it can be if you guys work together, and I implore you guys to continue to work together. But more importantly, the reason I stood here today to talk to all of you while you're here, I've been coming to this council every time I could for 4 years now, and I've never seen it this packed. And I hope that you guys will not just be here this one time, but come back and take part in your city government and hold your leaders accountable. Because if we don't hold them accountable, that's how things get messed up. And it is so important for all of you to come back, to ask questions, and to talk to your council members, because that's how, as a community, things can actually get done for this city. Congratulations to all the winners. Please do right by the people of this city, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Roman. Elijah and Diane.
Good evening, everyone. I'm kind of hoarse, so please bear with me. I'm Monty Brooks's cousin, and also congratulations, Derek, my ex-co-worker. I worked at the county for 40 years, and I just want to congratulate all of you. And I'm so proud of Monty. And they say, can any good thing come from Linden? Yes. We have a great standing family, Roselle Linden. We have a long history. Troy Stratford, I forget what year he graduated, but went on to be Pro Bowl for the Miami Dolphins. And now we are so proud to have Monty to be our first family member elected to the board of Linden. And I just moved to Linden. I'm from Roselle. Just moved to Linden in 2008. And I'm just so happy and proud of him. And just congratulations to all of you. And we have a little something from you for the family, Monty. Just want to present this and just congratulate you. As I said, from the family, we're so proud of you.
Thank you so much. For those of you that didn't notice, everybody else says Monty. I know it's family when she says Mounty. I love it.
Thank you. Danny and Tommy Yamakaitis.
Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate Mayor Armstead, the council-elect, and Council President Alvarez. But I firstly would like to, and I especially like to congratulate my mother, Michelle Yamakaitis. Mom, you make Dad, Tommy, and I so proud. Your accomplishments make us strive to be the best that we can be. Now you are the most senior member on council, and I know you will show them up-and-coming council members the ropes. Just know, Grandma is watching from above. She has a front row seat to everything. And remember, if your eye starts hurting, it's her poking your eye, telling you to shape up. One thing she taught us, all of us, is never back down when your back is against the wall. And instead, come out swinging. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. All that matters is that you tried your best. And that's what the city of Linden and your ward wants someone to do, their best. Not to worry about winning or losing, so when the going gets tough, remember what got you here by doing your best for your constituents. Just remember, we all love you and are by your side through thick and thin. Thank you. And good night.
I have a new son. My bandson came out tonight, Ralph.
Sonia Pittman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sonia Armstead Pittman. I want to first congratulate my brother, Honorable Mayor Derek Armstead. I also want to congratulate everyone else who has won, and I also want to congratulate my family because this is a proud, shining moment for us. But for the folks who have been in Linden all their lives, I like to call lifers, will remember a mayor, former Mayor Hudak, George Hudak. His wife reached out to us and has been in contact with us because we are family when we are Lindenites. And she wanted me to read this to her, Derek, and like you, I like to keep my word. She said, "Dear Derek, first, I want to congratulate you on your well-deserved victory. Sorry I couldn't vote for you because my permanent residency is now North Carolina, but my prayers were with you and your dear family. I'm so proud of you, your determination, your perseverance to serve the people of Linden. I know one person who's smiling from heaven, my husband, Mayor George Hudak. George was a very good man, a very honest man, and he was a man who loved the city, as do you. I pray that you will be as good and as accomplished as George. I know you will. You keep your eyes on Jesus Christ. He will keep you and the people of the city of Linden safe. He will guide you to make right choices according to his will. Before any decision, pray. Have godly people help you. Have godly people around you. Leave a legacy for your family. Leave a legacy for the people of Linden. We're proud. We're proud of you when you were council. We're proud of you as mayor. We're proud of you as a son of Linden. Love, Vera Hudak." Congratulations.
Mayor, you only have two sisters, right? So let's call up the other one. Miss Orman?
That's right, everybody. I am Lisa Armstead Orman, and I say that with such pride. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the newly elected council members. Running for council is never an easy thing, and I have 20 years of history with my brother knowing that it's not. To my brother, the Honorable Mayor Derek Armstead, I am so proud of you. You just cannot even believe how I feel standing here before you, calling you Mr. Mayor. You are my big brother, one of my big brothers. He's number 2, because there's 5 of us. For all of you who do not know, he's number 2, I'm 3, she's 5. So there are 5 of us. Throughout my life, you have always been the brother that protected me. Nobody could ever mess with me or say anything cross to me without my brother Derek stepping up and saying, "Don't mess with my sister." And I love you for that. You just have no clue. Derek and I are closest in age out of all 5 of us. And mind you, we're all born within a 6-year span. But Derek and I are the closest in age. Yes, Mommy was busy. But Derek and I are the closest in age. So I just want to take the time to sit back and thank you for following that legacy that our grandparents established. Hard work and family. They instilled that in all 12 of their children. Hard work and family. And you have done the same thing. Hard work and family. I thank you for being the wonderful brother. I thank you for being a great father and husband. And I thank you for being a great uncle to my children. So with all of my heart, I sit back and say, you know what? I wished Grandma and Grandpa were here to see this, but then reality hit me. He'd be 116 and she'd be 108. So I don't think they would be very comfortable sitting in these chairs. So I am just happy to know that they're smiling down from heaven upon you. God bless you, Derek. My wish for you is that you have the perseverance and the patience of Job, and that God grants you the wisdom of Solomon. I love you, and I will always have your back.
Lisa, is your mom here? Oh, Mrs. Armstrong, can you stand up? 5 kids in 6 years. Let's give her a hand.
only did I raise my 5, I think I raised every kid in the neighborhood.
That's what I've heard.
So they all kept me very busy. My 5 kept me busy and everybody else's. And to let you all know that I'm the best peanut butter and jelly maker there is. So if you ever get hungry, come in my house for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I want to let you all know that I am very proud of Derek, very proud. But Derek was always one that would get up and go and do. He's always loved to earn money, and from the very beginning. So he always said, Mommy, Daddy told me how to work hard and save money. So that was it. He promised that he was going to run for mayor many years ago. Kept his promise. Worked hard, and he did it. And Derek, I want you to know that I'm very proud of you. I'm about the proudest parent in Linden. So you all know I'm very, very proud of him and proud of my family, the rest of my children who worked so hard for him. Because if it wasn't for them, I don't know. They got out and they hit the ground, and they did it. Derek, the best to you and to all of the new members of this council.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm going to mess up on this name. Clendell Wayne, 1027 Essex Avenue. How do you say your name? Clendell Way. Thank you.
First, I want to just give honor to God for this historic day. I am, and my family, are very, very proud of you, Derek. There's no doubt about it. And the Honorable Mayor Armstead, congratulations. And also congratulations to Council President Alvarez and all the members that are here. Congratulations, and we will be watching. One of the things that I just want to say is Shirley Chisholm was the first Black, or I like to say African-American, Congresswoman. And one of the things that she said, Mayor Armstead, she said, I am unbossed and unbought. And I know that about you, too. I remember the struggles. I've seen the struggles when the party was with you and when they weren't with you, because I have to keep it real. And I want you to know the people put you here, and we are proud of you. The people put you here. And I thank you for those bridges that I've heard. I thank you for the bridges that was passed over in that corner, and I thank you for the bridges that were passed over here. Because the thing is, Mayor Armstead, we are going to watch, because I kept hearing the words, 5 important words. We will work with you. It was recorded, it was said, and we're going to watch it happen. We are going to watch it happen. They said we will work with you, and if I have to be the last and only voice, we are going to watch them do it. It's time for games to be over with. Everyone in this room are applauding you now, just like the president. And they will give you, some will be in your corner. Just keep your eyes wide open. Some people say keep your friends close, your enemies close. I don't say that. Keep them where they need to be. You work with the people that will help you, Mayor Armstead. You work with those that will help you, because I know that you're able to move this city forward. And all you need is everybody up here to do their job, and it will happen. And if they don't, they can be voted out too. Let's keep it real. Votes are important. And I want those over there to remember, no job is secure. Every few years, you have to come back before the citizenry and ask for our votes. I am so tired of being inundated in November with people that we don't even know. So before you put mail in my mailbox again, you better make sure you come to Linden. And I mean that. And I seriously mean it. Come to Linden, be a part of what we do here. We are truly trying to build bridges, but we know how to close gates too. She also said that I am a catalyst for change. I've seen the change and I've seen the work that you've done. Continue to be that catalyst. Keep God first. Let him order your steps. And people were already talking about, let's get this done, Mayor, in 30 days. Well, hold up. Let's have some meetings first. Let's put things in priority. Let's sit down and get back into the room and put things in priority. And then we can talk about coming forward with different programs and needs for this town. Don't let them push you, Mayor. You have time. Another thing, and then one of the last things I like to say is, I love the Armstead family. I've known them. My mother's here, who's 92 years old. And my daughter and my children were all raised in this town, and my husband. And I just want to say that we are very proud of you as an African American, because we need to know, and I am very proud of what your children said tonight, because still I rise. And I am proud of them, and you know that, and I love them. I want you to just continue to keep your wisdom. You already have it. Don't let the naysayers do what they have to do. But you come before the people and let them know the real deal. And let me tell you, we have your back.
Patty Murgo?
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of you who ran in this past election, in the primary and in the regular. Mostly I'm here up tonight for 3 of the people that I worked with and I was working on their campaign. First of all, Mayor Derek Armstead. If at times I do not call you Mayor, I call you Derek, because I've been calling you Derek for many years. So it's not meant out of disrespect, it is just meant buds, because that's all I can say. We ran a race with, not counting your family, in which is Lisa and Danny and sisters and brothers, 7 people. No money, and you won. To Lisa and Danny, I have to say, it was a pleasure, truly pleasure, working with you. Lisa, I did say it on Facebook, and now I'm going to say it publicly. You are an amazing woman. You truly are. I really enjoyed working with you. Mr. Bob Sadowski. Hi, Bob. I didn't think so. Once again, Bob, it was a pleasure working on your campaign with you and your family. And a special big thank you goes out to Mindy for helping me with your scheduling, because when you said you were going to run, I said I will work with you, but we had a little problem because I was in school up until the time of election. But we pulled it out. We did it in your primary, and then we had a good time for your general.
I'd like, in front of everyone, to thank you personally for all the help, among
Even during classes, yes. Michelle, what a time we had. My third election, and you had, and even though people said this was going to be an easy election for us, this was the hardest election we have had together. Because no one was running against you, we had to work twice as hard. Because people thought, well, she has nobody running, so therefore she didn't have to go out. Well, that was a bunch of BS, because they don't know me and they don't know you. And we were out there. Even with Ms. Pack being ill, you were still out there. Either with me, with Danny, with Luke. And for that, you made a great candidate, and that's why the 8th Ward will always keep you wherever you want to be. Whatever seat you go for, the 8th Ward, I know, will support you. I remember going back 8 years or so, when you came knocking on my door the first time around, and you said to me, I would like your support. And my words to you were, what are you gonna do for me? Greer Avenue was a mess. We were having gunshots all over the place, robberies, noise. Before I knew it, the man that was walking with you headed down the street. And that was Luke. He was not gonna mess. You and I became friends because of that. A wise man said, you don't have friends in politics. And I truly believe that. When I met you, we were not friends. I was not political, far from it. And we've been friends. You've also been, we are like sisters. We fight, we argue, we don't talk. And then something happens. Family. All that crap gets put aside. And then we're there for each other again. We may not talk, we may have arguments, which will be, your sisters are there, they know it, we go through it all, everybody goes through it, but you gave me a good family, and Miss Pat may be gone, but her mouth is still here. I will always be by your side, whatever you decide to go for, and I will argue with you. There's no doubt about it. And Mr. Armstead, do not think that I will not be a thorn in your side, because trust me, I am very good at being a thorn in people's sides. I kind of thrive on that. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck. And yes, please, all I ask of all of you is to please work together. We need it.
Mr. Puchal?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to congratulate all the council members that just got elected, and the ones that have been up here for a year or two. I just got elected to talk for Derek and Mayor Armstead. Doesn't that sound great? Mayor Armstead. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. It was a tough job, a lot of walking around. With him, people don't realize how hard he works. He's unbelievable. No money, and what would you always say? What do you have? Shoe leather, that's it. Early in the morning till 9 at night. With who else? His wonderful wife, Danny. It's amazing. It's unbelievable the work he does and how hard he goes out there. We're walking around. Sorry, my throat, I didn't have any water. We're out there walking around. He goes to a house. Person says, I don't speak English. He goes, excuse me. He goes, what do you speak? They go, Polish. He speaks Polish. He speaks Creole. He speaks Spanish. It's like, it's amazing. I'm just standing there going, I don't believe who I'm standing next to. It's unbelievable. Then I'm walking around, talk to one gentleman. He goes, Derek, who's running? I go, Derek Armstead. He goes, is his father Henry? And I'm in the 10th Ward. I go, yeah. He goes, he delivered my mail. I'm voting for him. It's like a lot of people. I'm out there, and you were the mailman. It's amazing how many people you touched. It's unbelievable. But I'll make it quick. It's almost past everybody's bedtime. You ran a great campaign. You ran it with shoe leather. You ran it with no money. And we have a little gift here from the Magnificent Seven. And you know who they are, right? So I'd like to give this to you. And congratulations to everybody.
Last on the list, Mr. Shapi. You want to say a few words?
Yes, I do. If there was anyone that I ever campaigned with in either Pennsylvania or here in New Jersey with Tommy Dunn, and ever since I arrived here, that man over there, me and him, his father asked me if I would help him out. And I said, for Derek, I'll do anything. I said, I'll do anything. I went door to door in this city, and let me tell you, we did a lot of footwork, and we did it with no money from anybody. But are you ready for Hillary in 16? You know, my family wrote for the Kennedy family and everything. My uncle was the governor of the state of Pennsylvania for 2 terms, and I've been a lifetime Democrat. But this man deserved it. You know, even when we were campaigning for President Obama, we had a hard time then. You know, but I said, Derek, we're going to show them. And I had issues with everybody in town. How can you vote for him? Because he's Derek Armstead, the mayor of the city of Linden, New Jersey.
Thank you, everybody. Presently, I will call upon the council to make any comments that they want to. We're going to be starting with the newly elected council members. Mr. Brooks? Comments, speech, words of wisdom?
What you see now is not a pause for effect. It's a pause to say I'm just so excited I don't even know what to say most of the time sitting here. I knew I was in trouble when I signed my name down there, and I looked down and it was barely legible to me, and it's my name. So, you know, bundle of nerves. But knowing the team that you have with you, knowing the people who are sitting to your right and to your left, knowing the kind of quality people that they are, the kind of people who are sitting behind us on both sides, most importantly, the people who are sitting in front of me, the people who are making eye contact with me now, people who have been doing that all evening, people whose doors that I knocked on as well, and yes, some of them I knocked on all the time at the same time because you cook real good. So it was either you're going to feed me or vote for me, one or the other. But it's been great. I'm a resident of the 4th Ward. What does pain me is that I learned how to play. Every sport that I play, some of you I may have coached, some of you I may have played with, but I learned how to play in all of those parks. It pains me when I walk by a park and we're not in it. Kids are not playing there. Pains me. It's like I walk by, and, you know, and I can see myself dribbling a basketball, and when I don't see a basketball out there, there's something wrong. When I don't see kids playing, there's something wrong. When I don't see our seniors out there sitting down, enjoying the afternoon, enjoying the sun, we need to make sure that we are cognizant of all of those things. Everything that helps us in our community, in every community. I talk about the 4th Ward, yes, but I am a resident of the city of Linden, as is everybody sitting here with me. And I guarantee you, from my end, there will be nothing but teamwork here. All the time, every time, for the betterment of every single resident in this city, all of you. I will do everything that I can, and I know that there's a commitment to the right and left of me that says exactly the same thing. So from a very nervous guy who had to listen to like speeches that were so good, there was no possible for me to say anything better than what was already said. So know when you should back up, and that's about now. Thank you very much.
Newly elect Councilwoman Hickey.
Good evening, everybody. I'm a little nervous too, but I have to first thank my husband and my boys. Last year was a long year for both of us, all of us. Mommy, I had 2 elections. We suffered through breast cancer, radiation treatment, Lyme's disease. What else, Joe? We had quite a bit on our plate. But I did the grassroots, and I walked hard every single day. I had a few people standing by me who I knew were dedicated. Everyone's always so busy, but yet there was a few that I had that walked every day with me and talked to every resident. You know, the advice that I received at first was, you know, you only have a minute or so at the door. Well, before I knew it, I had a half an hour, 40 minutes in at one house, and I said, boy, I'm never gonna get this ward taken care of. But I think the important part was I listened. It wasn't about just having the name Councilwoman Gretchen Hickey. It was about being a neighbor. It was about the caring that you had for your community. I grew up here in Linden. My father was a police officer. My mom stayed at home. And I thought about so many things I was going to say tonight. And then I was lost. I couldn't write anything on paper, but I remembered so many things as, you know, when people would say, we're tired of Linden, the taxes are too high, too many things are getting away from us. We do need to work together to make a difference. But I think of all the times we had growing up, as the Armstead family has as well. You know, whether it be Ralph Horsch knocking on our door, rest his soul, to say that my father was shot, who was a police officer in Linden, or a public works member who gave my sister Jennifer a kidney. And the icing on the cake, I think, was Superstorm Sandy. There was such devastation in our community, and I remember Councilwoman Yamakaitis in the 8th Ward, and I was called down to the 7th Ward with much help, and I think it was a day that I really learned who was out for a check, how many wonderful people we had in our city, and who was there to help and who needed help, and it touched me. And moving on, I said, I have to get the strength and run for council, while people were saying to me, what are you thinking? I know our town is in trouble. I read something today that had an impact on me, and it was a little quote that said, a successful woman is one who can build a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at her. With that being said, I could say, all those bricks that I might have been thrown as growing up the oldest of 4, they set my foundation. And now my foundation is built, and now I'm ready to set a foundation for the city of Linden, New Jersey, where I grew up, because this is what I love, this is what I believe in, and this is where I certainly will make a difference. Thank you.
Remember, for Christmas, Councilwoman Hickey will take bricks for as a present. Now we're going to move to Councilman Sadowski.
After listening to this, it'll be short. First of all, I congratulate everyone who won. I congratulate Derek. This is what the people want, and as a council member, you have to follow the leader, and that's what I'm hoping to do. And each step is a small step forward. Real quickly, it's getting late. I would like to thank all those with the election who walked with me and so on. There's too many. I would like to thank the residents of the 6th Ward who accepted me, like they said, brought me into the home. We discussed different things, and basically, it turned out well. There's, like I said, too many people to thank. As a new council coming up, I am really hoping, or we should, work together and see what can happen. It's a different world now, and let's try to do it. Okay, there's one thing I would like to say. My wife could not be here today. She's home, and so I would just, she's watching, just wave to her and say, I do love you, dear. Thank you.
Before I call the next councilwoman, I would like to say Miss Amelia Mapp, are you here? Miss Amelia Mapp, she's the First Lady of Plainfield, and she's here representing Mayor Adrian Mapp. Everybody welcome her. For next comments, I would like to call Councilwoman Yamakaitis.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to take this opportunity, first and foremost, to thank the residents of the 8th Ward for re-electing me. I promise you that I will do my best to serve you in the upcoming years and all the residents of the City of Linden. I have many people to thank for all their help throughout this past year. First and foremost, my husband Luke and my 2 boys, Danny and Tommy. You're there whenever I need you guys. My brother and sisters and my cousin Lisa, who came here tonight. I think this past year has made us even a closer family, if that's possible. I want to thank my campaign manager, Patty Murgo. She's a true friend. Like she said, it's not about politics. My husband scooted down the street when Patty opened her door the first time. She scared the heck out of him, but like she said, we're friends, we're family, not political companions. And also, I'd like to thank the 8th Ward Democratic Club and my 8th Ward Democratic Committee people for their continued support. Looking forward to 2015, we have a lot of projects on the burner for the 8th Ward. We have paving projects that got delayed. We have parks that were a little delayed. I promise you, they will be getting done this year. We might get delays, but we will not be forgotten. The 8th, as many of you said, we're like on an island in parts of the 8th Ward there. But I think one of the greatest compliments I got the other day was from our Democratic chairman, Jerry Green. He said, I heard you get mad and like to fight. And Chris Hudak said, you have a chip on your shoulder. A lot of people think I'm a softie, but when push comes to shove, I was taught by the best, my Irish mother, to dig your heels in the ground and fight for what's right. And I assure you, that's what I will do for the residents of the 8th Ward in the City of Linden. Dig my heels in the ground and fight for you guys. If I could, thank you. Turning 50 this year, this will be my big year. I want to remind all my colleagues on council to use the L word. I am the longest member on the council, but I am not the oldest. And if I could just give my new colleagues a little word of some words of wisdom, just think about your votes before you make them. Make sure you can look at yourself in the mirror the next day. That's what it's all about. You are elected to represent the people who put you in that seat. So I want to congratulate Mayor Armstead and all the newly elected officials, and I look forward to working with all my colleagues this year. Thank you.
Let's start with the rest of the council. Councilman Calabas.
Thank you, Council President. I'll make this very short. I want to congratulate Mayor Armstead, Council President Alvarez, Councilman Brooks, Councilwoman Yamakaitis, Councilwoman Hickey, and Councilman Bob Sadowski on their elections and re-elections. I look forward to working with all you, and we have a lot of work to do, but it's going to be good work. But I also have a committee report real quick from engineering, so bear with me. Because of the time constraints regarding our 2 NJ DOT grants on the Wood Avenue Streetscape project, I recommend the purchasing agent advertise the project as soon as possible following the state's authorization to advertise. I move for approval and request a second.
Second. Mr. Kalbas?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Minichinko?
Yes.
Yamakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
This concludes my report, Council President, and everybody, Happy New Year.
Thank you. Councilman Byer?
Yes, Mr. President. I'd just like to congratulate Bob Sadowski and Michelle Yamakaitis for getting reelected. I enjoy working with you. I'm glad you're still on the dais. I'd like to congratulate Gretchen Hickey in the 10th Ward. You fought a good fight. Some say you fought like a girl, but that's why you won. I'd like to congratulate my son's former varsity JV basketball coach, Monty Brooks. I look forward to working with you. And my daughter's soccer coach, George Alvarez. I'd like to congratulate you. Thank you. And last but not least, and save the best for last, I'd like to congratulate our new mayor, Derek Armstead. I've known, hey Derek, there's be a lot of fours in this. I've known you for 44 years. I met you in the 4th grade at School 4. And you're going to be mayor for 4 years, and I hope, 4 more. Derek, we sat alphabetical order in 4th grade. He was the A's, the Armsteads. I was the Byers. I was right behind him. And behind me was a guy named Greg Carpenter. Remember him? Greg Carpenter. So that's how long I've known Derek. We've been friends ever since, and I'm proud to be your friend, Derek. Congratulations.
Thank you. Councilman Brown?
Thank you, Council President. First, I want to thank the residents, everyone who's come here today. I wish you guys can see from our perspective here on council. I mean, this is the fullest I've ever seen this council chamber. To me, it's special to me because it shows that we are a community, we are neighbors. This is what Linden's about. We are a diverse community. And in a moment like this, where we're celebrating, we're happy, how we can all come together. To me, that's special, and I just want to thank you guys all for coming out tonight. So thank you guys. I'll keep my comments short as well. I want to thank all the. I want to congratulate all the new members who got elected as well, and the members for being reelected. But I have to say something about our new mayor. A lot of people know. Derek is a little bit older than me. I've always considered Derek somewhat of a mentor as a father. I've actually gotten involved in politics because of Joe, but then also I remember Derek, meeting Derek at Joe Saliga's house one Christmas party. He pulled me aside, and from then, Derek every once in a while would teach me some things. And so just like Derek talked about people who laid the work before him, every once in a while Derek pulls me aside, he talks to me, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tells me to calm down, relax, things of that nature. So I want to thank Derek for that. And just as Derek has done that, someone, Jerry Green, has always been a mentor to me as well, so I want to acknowledge him as well. So I want to thank him. And last, on another note, I'm not sure if a lot of people have known that Pastor Green, who's also been a mentor for me, he passed away over the weekend. I just want to have a moment of silence for him as well. I know he would be here if he could, and he's been involved in Linden for decades. So I just want to have a moment of silence for him as well, if we could. Thank you, Council President. End of report.
Thank you, Councilman Brown. Councilwoman Cosby.
Thank you, Council President. I am going to be brief so I can hold all my extra comments until the next regular meeting, which I hope to see a lot of you there. But I do want to say, as I said in November, Democrats rock. So the primary was what it was. Mayor Armstead won the primary. We got behind him, and we got all of our Democrats elected, and that's what it's all about. So congratulations to everyone who won. And contrary to what some people still think about Linden's elected officials, we have been working together, and we have initiatives that are coming down. In 2015, we have time and attendance from the Personnel Committee. We also have different things coming from our Public Properties Committee. So I'm looking forward to working with the rest of the council here. I'm excited about my committee assignments, and I know that we're going to work together, all of the members of council in 2015, to define our issues and objectives for this city of Linden and develop policies and programs that will benefit all of the city residents. And those are my comments.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Thank you, Councilwoman Cosby. Now we have Councilman Minachenko.
Thank you, Council President.
I also like to congratulate Mayor Derek Armstead, Council President George Alvarez, newly elected council members. I'm looking forward to working with you, and our re-elected council members. I am also looking forward to re-working with you. I'd just like to take a little quote out of the mayor's speech, and I believe, and I truly do believe this, Mayor, that the city is turning the corner, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And with your new visions, and with the team we put together here, I think we can reach that end of the tunnel. And I say team as a council because that's what we are, a team. And not only do we get a new council president, but we also have a coach to lead us. So thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you, Councilmember Nichenko. You'll have to do laps after this one. And last but not least, Councilman Medina.
Yes, thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. Just want to say congratulations to everyone that's re-elected and elected. I do look forward to working with you guys in 2015. I also want to congratulate our mayor, Mayor Armstead. You know, I don't have lengthy history here with anyone. You know, I don't have, I probably have like 12 years in Linden and never was involved in politics. Like I tell everyone, my wife and I really enjoyed our 20s, and we were always at a club hanging out and drinking. So I really don't have lengthy history. But you know what? When I decided to get into to get into the politics and actually run, because I truly care about my community, one of the first people that were actually there to actually show support and show some kind of guidance, how can I accomplish this, was Mayor Armstead. We all met in my backyard. We had some hot dogs and burgers, and we talked. And I do appreciate that. And when I came on board, he provided guidance and mentorship. And because again, this is all new to me. So for that, I thank him. And besides that, I just want to wish everyone a happy New Year's. Again, we are working as a team. I want to just piggyback off of Councilwoman Rajana Cosby-Hurling. 2014 was a crazy year up here, and we're facing another crazy year in 2015. So again, thank you, everyone. Have a great and joyous New Year, and I hope to see future council meeting as packed and full as this. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Medina. Now the council needs to elect President pro tempore. Any nominations?
Yes, Council President. It gives me great pleasure to nominate Sister Councilwoman from the 8th Ward, Michelle Yamakaitis, for Council Pro Tem.
I second.
Let's have a vote. Roll call.
Mr. Colbus.
Yes.
Byer.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Cosby-Hurling.
Yes.
Sadowski.
Yes.
Minichenko.
Yes.
Yamakaitis.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez.
Yes. Would newly elect Council President pro tempore please come forward and be sworn in?
Yes.
Your brother want to call him? Yeah, my sisters. Would Michelle's brothers and sisters please come forward?
I, Michelle Yamakaitis,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
under
the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Council President Pro Tempore, according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
So help me God.
Now we'll be moving into the resolution part of the meeting. Public comments will be permitted for those specific resolutions to be removed from the consent approval. Please read the synopsis of the resolutions which have been prepared by the City Clerk's office. Each is informative and self-explanatory. However, if you wish to address a specific resolution, the council will entertain questions on it. Does anyone wish to remove a resolution between number 1 and 26? Which number? 20 and 21. Anybody else? Okay.
What? That's it?
I would like to have a motion on the remainder of the resolutions.
Mrs. Malik has her hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Malik, which number?
2, 3, and 5, Virginia?
She killing me. And 7, John.
She wants to remove the agenda.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 18. Mr. Anderson? Can I have a motion for the rest of the resolutions, please?
Council President, I ask that resolutions 2015-1 through 2015-26 be passed with the exception of resolutions 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 18, 20, and 21. Could I seek a second?
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Medichenko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. Mrs. Malik, Resolution 2015-2.
What were the rates previously? You have the 8% and the 6%.
That was the same rates.
It was the same rates, ma'am.
Same as
Same
last
rates,
year.
Same
okay.
rates, it hasn't changed. Mrs. Malik, don't go away. 3?
Motion.
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Can I have a motion for 2015-2?
Council President, I ask that resolution 2015-2 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Medichenko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
Regarding number 3.
2015-3?
Sure. Cash management, or establishing a cash management plan. What was done in the past and why is this needed now?
It's an annual authorization.
It's an annual
It's the same one we
authorization.
did last year. It's an annual authorization.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
Sure.
Can I have a motion, please, for 2015-3?
Council President, I ask that resolution 2015-3 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Medichenko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. 2015-4, Ms. Malik?
Right. The resolution, for this resolution, is this an annual thing, like just for the other one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Just stay there, ma'am. Mr. Anderson, want to come forward?
I know that it's already been said that it's an annual thing, but is there any checks and balances in regards to this? Do we know where the funds are being invested, what companies they're being in, the security behind these investments, whether or not it's a reliable one, or reliable one, I should say?
Alexis?
Yes,
limitations are set by state statute. So basically, it's certificates of deposits. And the banks, that's why we do the cash management plan. It names all the banks, and we have to get governmental protection certificates.
Okay.
So it's kind of a checks and balances.
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a motion in 2015-4?
Council President, I ask that resolution 2015-4 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. 2015-5, Mrs. Malik?
I don't know if it's too late, but why does number 4, why do we have to have this annually voted on, or this resolution annually, just for number 4, just for clarification?
Alexis?
Again, it requirement by the state. Each year at reorg, we put these
All right, fine.
resolutions on.
Okay. So for number...
Number 5, ma'am?
Number 5, okay. How was the Northwest Financial Group selected to be the advisor?
RFQs were taken in, and the Finance Committee and myself reviewed them, and based on their experience, they're being recommended to be the financial advisor. They've been the city's financial advisor for the past several years.
Okay, thank you.
I need a motion for 2015-5.
Council President, I ask that resolution 2015-5 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. Okay. Before we continue with the resolutions, I would like to make a quick announcement for those people who are leaving. On behalf of the Mayor Armstead, Council President Alvarez, myself, Councilman Brooks, Councilman Sadowski, Councilwoman Yemakaitis, and Councilwoman Hickey, and the Linden City Democratic Committee, I would like to invite all of the members of the governing body, their guests, and members of the public to the Nuno's Restaurant at 300 Roselle Street for some refreshments. So right after this meeting, the governing body will go to Nuno's. Everybody's welcome. For those of you who are leaving now, you can go there and get us ready. Okay? Thank you.
Leave us some food, though.
Let's get back to resolutions. Resolution number 7. Mrs. Malik.
Is this an ongoing thing that we are providing the maintenance and technical support for the city accounting and electronics requisition system?
It's the finance system that the city of Linden has used, and in order to maintain it and provide upkeep and software updates on it, we need to have an annual contract with them.
All right, so it's their labor, their oversight, and software update?
Yes.
And do we know what we were paying last year?
Alexis, do you remember what the fee was last year?
I believe it was the same price.
The same price? Okay, thank you.
Can I have, before we have a motion, can somebody please close the doors behind us? I speak loud and I can't hear myself think. Can I have a motion for 2015-7?
Council President, I ask that resolution 2015-7 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. 2015-18, Mrs. Malik? Oh, excuse me.
What is the, I don't see any fees listed here for number 18.
There are no fees. Mr. Scutari is already an assistant city attorney. He's a salaried employee. This is just a designation required annually for the municipal prosecutor.
Okay, thank you.
Need a motion for 2015-18?
Council President, I ask that Resolution 2015-18 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. 2015-20, Mr. Shapi.
Why are these resolutions taking up 3 years? Why is it just 1 year? This resolution goes into the next 2 budgets beyond.
The term of office under the form of government and the statute is 3 years.
Well, you're going into 2 budgets. Let the next business administrator worry about that. You're going beyond this year's.
The statute the city works under has a 3-year term of office.
Is it in law? Is it law?
It is the statute. It's New Jersey
It's a
state statute.
statute, but is it a law that you can
Yes,
go-
sir. Yes,
Mr.
it
Shelby, a
is.
statute and law are the same thing.
Okay, but, you know, I hope the business administrator eliminates this.
I thank you, Mr. Shapi. Can I have a motion for 2015-20 and 2015-21, please?
Council President, I ask that Resolutions 2015-20 and 2015-21 be passed and seek a second.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. First reading ordinance, there are no ordinance on first reading today. As I made the announcement before, everybody's invited to Nuno's after the meeting here. The following council meeting will be as follows. Conference meeting Monday, January 19th, 2015 at 6 p.m. Council office, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. Conference meeting prior to the council meeting. Conference meeting prior to the council meeting, Tuesday, January 20th, 2015 at 6 p.m. Council office, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. Council meeting Tuesday, January 20, 2015 at 7 p.m. Council chambers, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. I need a motion for an adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Colbus?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Midachinko?
Yes.
Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned.